How's it going, you guys? AZPlow21 here, back with our booking episode in our UFC save in WMMA 5, and we are going to be booking, it looks like the month of November? No, December. The month of December 2024, so we're starting to really get up there in months. We're starting to catch up with ourselves, essentially. We have Jones versus Spivak finally booked for the heavyweight title, along with Volkanovski and Allen. And now it's time to see what else we can do here. So first, let's take a look at our champions and see if we have anything that needs to be booked. As we take a look, Yuri is booked. Andre Muniz just won the title, and he's out for quite some time. All right, Hamzat's already got that booked with Vettori. Super lightweight, we still need to have that second semifinal. Lightweight is either Fiziev or Usman. That fight is still happening. Featherweight, yep, Arnold Allen's already booked to fight for the title there. Sterling versus Merab is finally happening. That's going to decide who Sean is fighting in the bantamweight division. At flyweight, we have Brandon Royval fighting against Moreno again. That fight is coming up soon. At featherweight, we have Pacheco. Is Nunes ready? Oh, thank God she is. Okay. So Nunes is ready, so that's going to be our title fight, it looks like, for this upcoming month. Yeah, it looks like she should be ready. Nunes versus Pacheco for the featherweight title. That should be fine as far as drawing power, because Nunes is so popular. Yeah, that should be fine. All right. And then apart from that, Grasso, is she ready? 19 days, Grasso's ready to go also. Hell yeah. And Shevchenko just lost, and we have our first lady in line ready to go. So we have Grasso and Fior. So Manon Fior is finally going to get her shot at the title. She's been very, very deserving of it for quite a while. She's only high-level regional, so Alexa is going to do all the heavy lifting on as far as the drawing power there, but should be fine. And then apart from that, Yaregui just fought for the title and she lost. Zhang Weili, her last fight was losing to Grasso. She's still out forever. Amanda Lemos fighting Petrovic. Stamp Fairtex just beat Denise Gomez, but she still needs a big win before she can fight for the title. Man, strawweight, she has just cleaned out, hasn't she? That is crazy. We really don't have anybody. Stamp Fairtex could use a fight. Laura Fontoura. Angela Hill, maybe? She's ready to go. I mean, Angela Hill versus Stamp Fairtex to see who fights for the title? That's, that looks like what we're gonna have to do. So Stamp or Hill? There's no way Chan Mi John is getting a title shot. Marina Rodriguez is fighting Tatiana Suarez. Which, where is she? She's down here. Maybe Rodriguez, but like Stamp Hill probably makes a little bit more sense. That's crazy. This division is so messed up. And Thug Rose has just cleaned it out. But all right. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what else we could possibly do here. So at strawweight, we do have Stamp Fairtex. So Stamp versus Hill. Yaregui, no way she's back yet. Yeah, she's out for 4 months. Laura Fontoura could use a fight. 12 days. Let's see, maybe Anna Palacios? No. Alexa Tainara? Amanda Hebos, is she ready maybe? Stop. We can do Tainara versus Fontoura. Jody Escabel is ready to come back. She can get a fight. Fatima Klein. She's out forever. Escabel versus Karen Dates. Denise Gomez lost to Stamp Fairtech. She's out forever. We'll do that. We'll do Escabel. Versus Dates. And that's it for the strawweight division. Rosso, we know she's fighting Fior. Shevchenko is out for 2 months. Miranda Maverick just beat Erin Blanchfield. She's good to go. Andrade just lost to Shevchenko. He's still out for quite a while. We're going to wait on all of those ladies. Peyton Sosa, 33 days. We'll wait on her. Andrea Lee just beat Jillian Roberts. We're going to wait on her. Deanna Bennett, 12 days. Her and Agapova. We can do that. Bennett versus Agapova. Tyler Santos is out for quite a while. Cordoba lost by TKO. She's out for quite a while. Holm quite literally just lost, but she's ready to go in 19 days. Casey O'Neill back in 5 days. She needs to be fighting up, up, up. O'Neill, Nova number 21, and Jessica I, Laura Donna. O'Neill, when is she back? Also 5 days. Miller, 5 days. Gabriela Fernandez, she just lost to Manon Fior. Caitlin Chukagian, she's out injured. Do Chukagian versus O'Neill. Tracy Cortez. No, we'll hold off on her. All right, we go to bantamweight. Nunes versus Pacheco is what we're rocking with. Pena is back in 5 days after losing to Pacheco. She does need a fight. Hope Chase, former Invicta champion. Ariane Lipsky does have 2 top 25 wins, I guess you can say. And here a bit longer. And we'll do Pena versus Lipsky. Hope Chase can fight somebody. Udalova. Chase versus Pudilova. Donna Santos. She's back in 12 days. Paula Christina. 5 days. Alyssa Dixon. 7 days. Misha Tate. 47 days. Iris Vidal. 6 days. Liana Jojua. 26 days. I think we'll wait on the rest of them. And so that's it for that. Cyborg. Out injured 16 days. So she is ready to go. Is Kayla Harrison ready? She certainly is not. Evelyn Martins. 12 days. It would certainly be a big stage for her. 3 straight wins. Then you get Cyborg. Congratulations. Cyborg versus Martins is crazy. But let's do it. Norma Dumont, she's coming off a win. She's out for a while though. Janae Harding, out for a while. Josie Nunez, out for a while. Stephanie Egger, 12 days. Martina Jindrova. Nope. Okay, so we'll just hold off. Just Cyborg and Martins. Teus Nicolau. Husier Formiga. Moreno and Royval already fighting. Mohamed Makayev. Nicolau and Makayev. Oof, he's not back for 2 months. Makayev's ready to go. So is Formiga. Maisara Muhammad. 19 days. He's ready to go. Antoja. 19 days. He's already lost to Makayev though. Renata Silva. Horiguchi. Nope. He just beat Mighty Mouse. So I'm like, Makayev is in line for a title shot, basically. Let's take a look at the rest of them. Uderji, nope. 2 months. Santos Aguilar, 12 days, so he can fight. Him versus Mighty Mouse. Let's do Silva versus Mighty Mouse. Silva versus Mighty Mouse. Adur, he's out for a whole year. Horiguchi, we just saw, is out for like 2 months. Badakshi, 11 days to make his UFC debut against Jesus Santos Aguilar. Okay, back to flyweight. Bantamweight, O'Malley's ready. We just don't have a contender for him just yet. Sadio Kub, 12 days. Umar, 40 days. Yadong Song, 5 days. Corey Sandhagen is ready to go. So let's do Sandhagen versus Sadio Kub. Kara Manoff. Golly, that's quite a bit to write. Song needs a fight as well. Javid Basharat, he just beat Yoryan. He's out for quite a while. Justin Wetzel, he's out for quite a while. Rickson Zenadim, 3 months, he's out quite a while. Darian Caldwell, he's out for quite a while. Alright, so Song's just going to stay put for right now. Probably fight Umar. Probably. Yeah, Jonathan Martinez. Lost to Sergio Pettis. He's out for quite a while. Ricky Tercios. Dominic Cruz. He's good to go. Oleg Borisov, maybe. 47 days. Yikes. We're just going to put that on hold. Featherweight, Brian Ortega is ready to go. Beat Yair, beat Josh Emmett. Lost to Movsar Evloev. Parnas. 33 days. Aaron Pico. 12 days after beating Calvin Cater. Evloev, I imagine he's out. He's going to wait. Topuria or Pico. Topuria is not ready yet, so it's going to be Pico. Ortega versus Pico is a crazy fight. AJ Cunningham. Max Holloway. He's coming off a win over Chikadze, but we're going to wait on him for a month. Yair, he's out for 3 months. Brennan Loafnane, 5 months. Pitbull, 47 days. Nathaniel Wood beat Yusuf, 19 days. Him and Cunningham. Wood versus Cunningham. Like that. Nakanishi is ready to fight. Algio coming off a win, 5 days. We can do that. Who did Algio just beat? Yeah, the Hasbalayev guy. Nice. Lance Palmer. He's not ready. Super Sadiq. 19 days. Calvin Cater. 5 days. Cater versus Yusuf. Sounds nice. Mitchell. Seems to be ready. Jake Childers. Lost to Cunningham, he's not ready. Josh Emmett just beat Charles Rosa, he's not ready yet. Cater versus Yusuf, has that happened yet? It has not. Alright. Cater versus Yusuf is happening. Now let's take a look at the lightweights. Grant Dawson still lost to Volkanovski, he's not back yet. Roberto de Sousa seems to be ready to go. Gary Tonin. Bobby Green. De Sousa versus Tonin, it looks like. And then Bobby Green's ready. Is Matt Fravola ready? 26 days. I think we'll wait on that. It'll be him and Bobby. Luis Gustavo, he's out. Rebecca, he's out. Gamrot, out injured 13 days. Has him and Bobby Green happened? Does not look like it. Jared Flash Gordon, 26 days, we'll wait. Kabardiev needs a fight. Rafa Garcia. Kabardiev versus Garcia. Tataladze lost to Fazeev, he's out for a while. Shervaniev, he just won. He's ready to go, but let's do Garcia. Garcia versus Kabardiev. All right, super lightweight Islam. He's going to be waiting for the championship fight, essentially. Benil, he lost to Leon. That was his last fight. Beneil versus Dustin. Nate, 33 days, he's out. Maxim Radu, 26 days, he's out. Eddie Alvarez, 19 days, he's out. Eddie Alvarez versus somebody. Darius versus Poirier. Has that happened? It has not. Alrighty. Welterweight Amosov. What are we going to do with you? A big time fight with you and JDM, maybe? Tell me JDM's ready. 26 days. Oh boy. Amosov and JDM would be fireworks. The fact that he's ready already is crazy too. Oh boy. So that's going to probably be next month. Because Hamzat Colby's already happening. Or Hamzat Vittori's happening, and Colby versus Kevin is probably going to be for a title shot, honestly. Whew. Alright, so yeah, Amosov and JDM, that's going to happen next month. Bilal is out for 6 months because he got knocked out. Rachmanov got choked out. He's ready to go in 12 days. Tumanov out for 2 months. Dorogwimov, he's ready to go. Nico Price beat the Leech. He's not ready yet. Vicente Luque, he's out injured still. Sean Brady lost to Amosov. He's out 3 months. The Leech lost to Nico Price. He's out 2 months. So yeah, if Shavkat wants to fight, it's going to be Abdur Aguimov. Okay, so that's welterweight. Middleweights, Andre Muniz. He's out for like 3 months anyways. Robert Whittaker is still on hiatus. Izzy is injured. Out 22 days. He can be booked. Cannonier, out 2 months. Lovato Jr., 33 days. Semmelsberger, 5 days. We're not doing Izzy versus Semmelsberger. Darren Till, maybe at least. He's on fucking hiatus. Jack Hermanson, 12 days. Paulo Costa, he's on hiatus. Christian Leroy Duncan's out forever. Joaquin Buckley, he's coming off a win. He's on fucking hiatus. Golly. This guy's coming off a loss. Duplessis, he's coming 2 straight losses and a win. Oh my god. Did we just do Muniz and Izzy? God, it would feel so cheap, but like, nothing's really been figured out yet. Vittori's fighting for another title. Three months we're gonna wait. I feel like we just don't do anything with, unless there's a light heavyweight fight that needs to be made for Izzy. Like Jamal Hill or Pereira. We can just do Pereira versus Izzy 3. I'd probably be able to be its own pay-per-view. Or at least on the pay-per-view card, you know? I think we might just do that. Izzy versus Pereira at light heavyweight. We'll give it a try. We'll give it a try. Alright, and that's it, right? Duplessis versus somebody, maybe? Or Manson, maybe, versus, yeah. Or Manson versus Duplessis. Or Manson versus Semmelsberger. Yeah, we'll do that. And Duplessis versus somebody. Okay, so light heavyweight, we got Izzy and Pereira. Murzakanov, he's still out. Rakic, 19 days. Him and Jamal. Yeah, Rakic versus Hill. That's basically for a title shot. Reiner de Ritter, he's coming off a loss to Hill. Bruno Lopez, he's coming off a loss. Give me someone who's fighting up. He already lost to Reiner de Ritter. Utelaba. Narkun versus Krylov. Off, he's out for a while. Omar C, I think I just saw he's out for 5 months basically. Ganidko, Utelaba on hiatus. Kennedy, Bruno Lopez, Ganidko versus Lopez. Kennedy versus Lopez. And then Ganidko versus de Ritter. Cool. Go to heavyweight. John Jones fighting Sergey Spivak. Pavlovich just beat Malikin. Ty just beat Romanov. Cyril Gahn still just lost. He's on 2 straight losses. Sergey and Ty, have they fought? They have, but it's been a while. Alright, Sergey versus Ty. Fuck it, we're doing it again. Gahn versus Wieczorek. Maybe Blades. Wieczorek 5 days. Blades 5 days. Gahn versus Blades. Wieczorek needs a fight. Looks like we're going to wait on Wieczorek. Martin Batur. It says a Flarsky. Months. All right, Batur versus says Flarsky. Go. And that is it for heavyweight. That's crazy. Okay. Alrighty. There is not, we take a look here. There is not that many fights to make 3 fight cards out of. So let's go ahead and we have 3 more fights that we need to get on the pay-per-view. And I know for a fact that Izzy and Pereira is going to be one of them. Ortega Pico can main event. Maybe Pena versus Lipsky. Wood versus Cunningham. Sergey versus Ty. No, Rakic versus him. Sergey versus Ty or Gon versus Blades. Which one of those do we... Because Gon versus Blades can probably main event a fight card. Mid-level national. Mid-level national. Mid-level national. High-level international, low-level international. Yeah, Ty and Sergey can main event its card. Gon versus Blades. On the Gon versus Blades is going to go on the pay-per-view. That's a pretty stacked card. If I say so myself. You got Ortega versus Pico. Got Sergey versus Ty. Ooh, Dariush versus Poirier. And that. Mid-level national. Low-level international. No, Dariush versus Poirier will main event its own card. Alrighty. So now let's take a look at where we've been. We went to Brazil, Nebraska, and Mississippi. We can go to Russia for Sergey. Let's do that. Let's go to good old Russia for Sergey. And then we're doing Nebraska, Mississippi. So if we're just doing it regionally, like doing a little like tour, Nebraska and Mississippi. So I say next we would go to like Oklahoma and Colorado, maybe. Let's do that. Let's do Oklahoma and Colorado. Alrighty. Now, do we have any? Because we're going Oklahoma, Russia, Colorado. Do we have any other Russians that need to be on that Russia card? Maybe Shavkat and Abdurakhimov? Narkun and Krylov? I don't know about that. Nah. We'll just keep it all kosher. Alright, so here we go. Okay. So, Stamp and Hill. A good one. That'll more than likely be a prelim. That'll more than likely be a prelim. That'll more than likely be a prelim. Yeah, all these ranked fights being prelims is actually pretty crazy. Chukagian and O'Neal. Cater and Yusuf. Kabardiev and Garcia. Let's see, versus somebody. And Nidko versus the Ritter. Oh my, and Cyborg versus Martins in Russia. All right. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 fights per show already. And so that means seven additional fights per show to be booked. Love it, love it, love it. And are we doing let's do it's gonna be our December card, so let's go to New York. New York City, baby. Saturday of December in New York City. Advanced Publicity Blitz for 310. Booyah. Alright. And we have in the featherweight division, Larissa Pacheco. Grosso versus Fior. Izzy versus Pajeda. Alright, Gone versus Blades. And Rockich versus Hill. Okay. That's all being set up. So now, week 1, we have Oklahoma. Okay, throwaway show. Boom. Week 2, we have Russia. Eastern Russia. Okay, we'll go to Eastern Russia. And then we got Colorado in week 3. Also Saturday. Throwaway show. ABC Fight Night. 2. Beautiful. Awesome. Cool. So, Oklahoma. We got Ortega versus Pico. Got Stamp versus Hill. Saying it'd be a decent main event. That's crazy. Escobar versus Date. Chase versus Pudilova. Badakshi versus Santos Aguilar. Pretty sure they're flyweights, right? Yep. Algio versus Nakanishi. Gamrot versus Green. Potential main event. Love that. Romanson versus Semmelsberger. And Kennedy versus Lopez. Okay, so 1, 2. We still have 7 more fights to book. Alright, we go to Russia. Main event. Sergey versus Ty. Great main event. Ainara versus Fontoura. Chukagian versus O'Neal. Sanhagen versus Kakharamanov. Cater versus Yusuf. Kabardiev versus Garcia. I think that might also be a featherweight fight. Nope. Duplessis versus somebody. Alice Karoff. Do a rematch? Just say fuck it and do a rematch at the end of the year. Let's do it. Ganidko versus DeRitter. And Cyborg versus Martins. One, and so then 7 fights once again. And then Colorado, Dariush versus Poirier. Potential main event. Bennett versus Agapova. Pena versus Lipsky. Silva versus Mighty Mouse. Wood versus Cunningham. De Sosa versus Tonin. This would just be a prelim. That's crazy. Shavkat versus Abduraguimov. Narkun versus Krylov. And Bator versus Szaflarski. All right, and then 1, so 7 fights. Let's go to Russia and look for whoever the popular fighters are over there, for whatever reason. Joanna at women's flyweight. Joanna versus Tracy Court. She already had her return fight. She won, and she's not even ranked. Decent main event. Let's go ahead and do that then. Okay, let's look at the males. Ooh, Zabit. Zabit at featherweight. Ooh, yes, Zabit versus Parnas. That's actually a really good fight. Fuck yeah. Okay, so 5 more to go. Saeed at bantamweight. Saeed versus Timur Valiev. Welterweight Mukhtarov versus Abubakar. All right. All right, so welterweight Butorin to make his debut fight against Kamal Magomedov. Two more. Featherweight Osatrov against Shamil Gasanov. And then light heavyweight Igor Glaskov versus Josh Silveira. All right. And so that is that show done and booked. We'll get the, we'll get it figured out as far as where the fights are going afterwards. So 7 fights here. So now what we're going to do, we're not looking for a homeboys anymore. We go down to catchweight female. GDR is low-level national, Mackenzie Dern. Cody Garbrandt. Cody Garbrandt at flyweight. Clayton Carpenter versus Cody Garbrandt. Brian Kelleher at Vance. Let's move over to Colorado and do 2 here. Brian Kelleher at bantamweight. Bring Chito Vera. Do that. All right, and then we'll do one more. Dan Ige at featherweight. Dan Ige versus Kron Gracie. Yes, but I need you, Dan. Thank you very much. Okay, so we'll do 2 more here. Anthony Smith versus Dominic Reyes. Says it would be a prelim. That's crazy. Anthony Smith versus Anton Turkalj. Dominic Reyes at light heavyweight. Reyes versus Shamil Erdogan. So 4 fights remaining there. So Tremaine Durandamy at bantamweight. Her versus Abby Montez. Raw weights, Mackenzie Dern. All right, Felice Herrig versus Mackenzie Dern. All right, so now it is just last fought 6 months ago time. Tanner Boser versus Justin Tafa. Gunahele Soriano versus Michael Alexichuk. Soldich versus Nikola Djoksevic. No, sir, we're not going to give you extra money. Alfonso Leyva, how about that? And then we got one more. Brad Riddell versus Mark Jakashi. Okay, and then we come over here. We have 3 more fights to book. Same thing, we'll start with the ladies first. Nice. Giovanna Canuto versus Cheyenne Velismus. Joanne Wood versus Juliana Velasquez. And Jessica Rose Clark versus Ashley Evans Smith. Perfect. And we are all good in Colorado now. Now we just need to book 10 fights in New York for UFC 310. Montana De La Rosa versus Callie Robbins making her debut. Yadam versus Melissa Martinez. Candelario versus CJ Vergara. Adrian Yanez versus Chris Gutierrez. Ricardo Ramos versus Vince Bembe. Aliev versus Alan Patrick. Pete Rodriguez versus Alex Morono. Costello Van Steenis versus Teddy Ash. Taj Darpasic versus Ricky Beachin. And Jun Young Park versus Dusko Todorovic. Beautiful. All right. So that's going to do it for this booking episode. We've got our pay-per-view with 2 title fights, Nunes and Pacheco for the featherweight title, Grasso versus Fior. We got Izzy versus Pereira 3, Gon versus Blades, Rockage versus Hill. I feel like that's a very good card. Ortega versus Pico main eventing there. In Russia, we have Pavlovich and Tai Tuivasa main eventing. And then in Colorado, we're going to have Dustin Poirier and Beneil Dariush main eventing. I feel like that's a pretty good stack of fights. It's just a matter of getting these fighters some popularity, so that way these damn TV stations aren't pissed off at me. I mean, I do have the money. I could just put it up on what's it called? I can just create the UFC network if I really wanted to. I have the money. Media, create broadcaster. I mean, I could just just make it an advertising one too, so it's on TV. Enormous in every single region. Just make it enormous because we have the money to do so. It would be $96 million. We can do that soon. That will probably be our little goal, is to set up the UFC network. $240 million for pay-per-view. $96 million. We will be able to do that, and I think that's what we're gonna do. Once we hit like 120 million, easily can burn that money making the UFC network, and then we don't even have to worry about, the card being bad, quote unquote. We can just say, you know what, these are the ranked fighters, these are the fights that are going to be on the main card. You can eat my shorts if you feel a certain way about it. But yeah, should be a good month, December 2024, as we head into the new year. In real life, we're going to be heading into the new year, so appreciate you guys As always, for watching, I'm AZPlow21, and I will see you guys at the fights.